Friends, nowadays, some nations are openly violating the international rules. Some are trying to undermine it, while some want to create their own rules and dominate the next century. In all this, India, while advocating for the reformation of outdated international structures, stands strong in upholding the international rules-based order. This audience that brings together the senior military leadership committed to the cause of peacekeeping. The troop contributing countries' chiefs conclave is a reaffirmation of our collective endeavor to uphold peace, stability, and human dignity that is granted the Charter of the United Nations. Friends, at the outset, I would like to state that the creation of the UN Charter after the devastations of the World War II was a significant development. Nations realized that for the development, growth, prosperity, and peace is essential. India was a founding signatory of the UN Charter, and for us, the noble vision of the UN Charter was not new. It reflected India's own civilizational philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, means the whole world is a family, which teaches us the world is one family. Friends, with this noble thought, I would like to express my gratitude to be speaking at this gathering, as it is the first time this conclave is being hosted by India. Friends, the conclave will provide a platform to the senior military leaders from over 30 nations that together contribute majority of UN peacekeepers across the world. And I believe that this platform will be utilized to discuss the current issues involving the UN peacekeeping and its present as well as future challenges. Open discussions such as these also provide us with an opportunity to explore ways and means to mitigate these challenges by strengthening cooperation and coordination among the troop contributing countries and various stakeholders. Friends, nowadays, some nations are openly violating the international rules. Some are trying to undermine it, while some want to create their own rules and dominate the next century. In all this, India, while advocating for the reformation of outdated international structures, stands strong in upholding the international rules-based order. For India, this is not just a talking point. Thousands of Indians serve for the cause of peace and development under the UN flag. This is a prominent example that reflects India's principle of aligning promises with performance and the commitment to upholding international order. Friends, for India, peacekeeping has never been an act of choice, but an article of faith. From the very dawn of our independence, India has stood firm with the United Nations in the mission to maintain international peace and security. India is land of Mahatma Gandhi, where peace is deeply rooted in our philosophy of ahimsa, that is non-violence, and satya, that is truth. For Mahatma Gandhi, peace was not merely the absence of war, but a positive state of justice, harmony, and moral strength. Friends, I firmly believe that all troop contributing countries also share our thinking and commitment. We all know that the peacekeeping is more than a military mission. It is a shared responsibility. It reminds us that above conflicts and violence, there is a humanity that needs to be upheld. And for this mission, when people devastated with war and security see the blue helmets it reminds them that they have not been abandoned by the world. Friends, the traditional peacekeeping has evolved. Whether it is building roads that reconnect isolated communities, running hospitals that treat thousands of civilians, or monitoring young officers from other nations, India's peacekeepers have shown that the peacekeeping is as much about humanity as it is about security. Friends, India piloted a UN General Assembly resolution adopted in June 2023 to establish a memorial wall for fallen peacekeepers at UN headquarters. This initiative, supported by a record 190 co-sponsorship, aims to honor all peacekeepers who have made the supreme sacrifice. Our contribution has not been without sacrifice. More than 180 Indian peacekeepers have laid down their lives under the UN flag. Their courage and selflessness are inscribed in the collective conscience of the humankind. We recall with reverence all the peacekeepers who laid down their lives for upholding peace. Their courage reminds us that the peacekeepers are often called upon to face dangers as grave as those in any battlefield, but with the added burden of operating under complex mandates and strict rules of engagement. Friends, today, peacekeeping faces challenges more complex than ever before. Peacekeepers are deployed in the volatile environments where asymmetric warfare, terrorism, and the fragile political settlement.